What's up, guys? This is Morey
and Dave from the Erie Better Beer Bureau.
Today we have Bolt Cutter from Founders. This is a barley wine that is aged, well, part of it is aged in maple syrup bourbon barrels, part of it's aged in regular bourbon barrels, and part of it is not aged at all. Then it's blended back together, and it's been bottled since July and sitting at Founders, and just recently got distributed.
Yeah, this is a big beer, 15%, and I guess that's in honor of their 15th anniversary. We're drinking it here on Black Friday. And I'll tell you what, I'm not going anywhere near any shopping places, so I can't really think of a better way we could be spending today.
Right here.
Right
with
here.
The Bolt Cutter.
Yeah, let's cut some bolts here.
Alright.
Whoa. Dude, I got a whiff of hops just from that. This is real nice. We got like a, almost like a reddish, deep orangish color.
Like a burnt orange color. Definitely some reds. Has pretty good clarity.
Yeah. Yeah.
The
I mean,
head's
it's not
kind
really
of just a little off-white, almost like a cream color.
Yeah.
Some bigger bubbles. Let's get the aroma. Wow.
It's a lot. I get a lot of hops.
I'm getting a lot of hops too.
Hops. I mean, for a barley wine, almost a surprising amount of hops.
I feel like I can smell the maple syrup, though. I'm not gonna. We had a small sample of this at a tasting the other night for the release of these bottles, and they were tiny little cups,
I mean,
and I really couldn't get a great taste or a great aroma off it. But
wow, this is I got some oak, some bourbon. Definitely a little bit of the maple syrup in there.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, a lot of wood. I mean, it's like hops and wood are the majority of what I smell.
I'm getting like a toffee sweetness, like almost like a caramel toffee sweetness in there.
All right, moment of truth, man.
It smells really nice.
Moment of truth.
Cheers, guys.
Wow. There's so much flavor to this
There
beer.
is.
I mean, hops, honey, bourbon, syrup. I mean, it's
it's rich.
The good thing, get it all.
The good thing about the hops is, though, I almost feel like I got them initially big time, but then they kind of got out of the way and allowed the malty character and the toffee. I gotta go back for a second.
Yeah, toffee, vanilla. I mean, this thing is just. It's just an onion of a beer. I mean, just layers and layers of flavor.
I agree with you. It's not overly bourbon forward.
No,
you know
not
what
at
I mean? You got. This might have been a cool idea with Founders to leave a portion of it kind of just as is.
Right.
You know, I can almost taste a little bit of that maple kind of toffee sweetness. It's pretty good.
Yeah, it's really good. You know, and it's got some fire to it. But it is 15%, but for 15%, I don't feel it's a boozy mess.
Honestly, I expected it to be more boozy.
Yeah,
like
really.
After I took my first sip, I'm like, man, I expected like a little bit. I'm getting a little bit of burn on the back end, but
not what you would think for 15%.
It's not going to take me too long to drink this.
No. And this is, just so everybody at home knows, this is, would you say, slightly above room temperature. I mean, we just chilled it. So
slightly below.
Or slightly below, sorry, room temperature.
Yeah,
slightly below room temperature. Every sip, I almost noticed something different.
Me too.
I mean, that last one, all I got was a bunch of bourbon, vanilla, that maple syrup. I mean, those are just some good flavors. What a great blend.
The mouthfeel, I'm going to say medium headed towards full, because there is that like almost like syrupy quality to the mouthfeel.
It's a little sticky.
Although I have had more full-bodied barley wines, but this is definitely, I would call it medium full. What do you think?
Yeah, totally medium full. It's not quite a thick, but it does have a little syrup. It's got a nice linger to it. The carbonation is spot on.
I'm going to give it a 4.25. I was going back and forth between 4.25 and 4.5. I could see myself I have
I
a
can tell
bottle
you
in the
really,
basement.
really are this close to going 4.5.
I'm this close to going
Yeah.
4.5. I feel like when I crack my bottle, which is in my basement, in another 6 months to a year, I plan on at least going 6 months. I could totally see there is just a little bit of that sticky, earthy hop character in here, and that I'm not saying it's a bad thing,
Right.
because that kind of differentiates Bolt Cutter from other barley
Right.
wines. But for me, I'm gonna stick with a 4.25. I think.
Right. I'm going a solid 4.5. I'm not wavering even anywhere close. I love that hop presence. You know, and for being in the bottle since July, you would think that a lot of the hops would have faded by now, but it's just not the case.
But
And
the nice thing is, I'm glad they're not overwhelming.
Right, they're
like,
not-
You
yeah.
get the hops, but then they go away and allow the maple and the toffee and the earthy malt flavors to
Right.
kind of, you know.
and I think that's why I feel it's so worthy of a 4.5. Just the layers of the flavor that are available in this beer.
All right, guys, that's it for this episode. We'll see you next time.
Cheers.
All right, well, what's going on, guys? This is Morey.
And Dave from the Erie Better Beer Bureau. Today. You say today. Okay, go ahead.
All right.